This video starts off on the basis that TCM is already installed on your computer and you're ready to import the contacts from your phone. Once your email accounts are set up in TCM, importing your contacts can be triggered with a single click. However, in this example, we're going to use webmail to collect the email which was exported from our phone. But the steps are the same whether you're using Outlook, Gmail, Hotmail, or any other email application. Here's our webmail screen showing the emails in the inbox. The email which has our contacts attached will have the subject which starts Contacts Listing. Once we've found it, we double-click to open it and then click the attachment. TCM will open ready to import our contacts. We can now choose between Quick Import and Advanced Import. The Advanced Import is similar to the Quick Import but with the added benefit of creating groups within TCM based on how each contact is stored on your phone, such as a group for Facebook, a group for Skype, and so on. For now, we'll do a Quick Import and look at the Advanced Import later in this video. After a few seconds, you'll see an analysis of the information which was exported from your phone. For example, here we can see that the file contains 2,707 contacts, none of which have already been imported. TCM will remember which contacts you've already imported so that when you run the import again, you won't end up with duplicates. We can also see that the file contains 1,030 companies. We can see that 104 of our contacts have no email address, 2,595 have only one, and 8 have more than one. We've also got the same analysis for landline numbers, mobile numbers, websites, and postal addresses. At the bottom of the analysis we can see where each of our contacts originated. This tells us how they ended up on the phone. Some were typed in, others are there because we've signed into Skype, LinkedIn, and Google+. The analysis has also detected that there may be some issues which we need to check before we start importing. Here, for example, we can see that the same person is listed twice in LinkedIn and once in Skype. So by default, TCM will treat all three entries as one person to avoid creating duplications in the final import. It's worth spending a minute to check the whole list rather than dealing with duplications when the import is finished. The area for renaming groups is covered in more detail when we do an advanced import later in this video. For now, remember that we're importing our contacts into a folder within the TCM database called main, which has an alphabetical structure, and we can click OK to import our contacts. Now that the import is complete, we can browse our contacts by clicking the database icon. Remember that we imported our contacts into a branch called main. So if we double-click to open main, and then open one of the alphabetical subfolders within it, we'll see all the contacts whose surname begins with that letter. And if we highlight one, we can see the information which was gathered from the phone. We can also click the search icon to open the search window and type in part of a name to find all the matches, and then click one to go to that person. Let's now delete the import we've just done and do an advanced import to see what extra information gets created in TCM. Always be careful when you delete information from a database and make sure there's a backup before you do so. Since we have only just imported this information, we don't need to be quite so vigilant, so let's right-click on the main folder and choose Delete. We've seen how easy it is to do a quick import, so let's go back to the point where we can choose to do an advanced import. The advanced import takes a little longer because it also creates groups within the TCM database. one for each of the ways in which the contacts are stored on your phone. For example, if you're signed into Facebook, then all your Facebook contacts will appear in TCM in a group called Facebook, and you can then start a campaign to contact everyone within that group. At the analysis stage, we can see that TCM has discovered that the contacts on our phone have originated from several different sources. Your list might contain different sources depending upon which apps you've got installed and which services you're signed into on your phone. The column on the left shows the different sources of contacts found on your phone, and the column on the right shows the names of the groups into which those contacts will be imported. The names on the left are a bit cryptic, so TCM allows you to create a more suitable name by clicking on the column and entering a clearer name for the group. Let's click OK to import our contacts and see what we get this time. As before, we can browse our contacts in the database by opening the main folder. But you'll also notice that TCM has created a new folder called Groups. If we double-click to open Groups, we'll see that it contains subset folders, and each subset contains links to the contacts who originated from each source. So for example, if we open the Skype subset, we can see all our Skype contacts in one place. This is the key difference between a quick import and an advanced import. Subsets give us a fast and easy way to send an email to a group of people, or to call each one in turn. Each time you repeat the import process, TCM will update the information within the main database and also add new people to these subsets so that they're always up to date. You'll be doing subsequent exports from your phone, and when you come to import the file, the process is just the same. However, TCM will detect the records which have already been imported, and only the new ones will be imported.